The Teacher's Lounge is a drama film. This one is German. Didn't know much about it, but it did get nominated for an Oscar, I believe, for Best Foreign Film. This one is about Carla Nowak. She is a teacher who transfers to a new school. However, there is a rampant theft problem, and things keep getting stolen from the Teacher's Lounge. And the teachers aren't sure if it's a student, so sometimes they do random frisks. And there's a little bit of a fracas at the beginning because one student, they decide to barge into a class, separate all the boys, and then go through their wallets. And one kid has more money than usual, so he gets accused of theft, and it starts to become a very obtrusive and sort of untrustworthy learning environment because it's a school. And Carla witnesses someone taking something from the communal piggy bank for the Teacher's Lounge. She decides to do a little something extreme. And she leaves her jacket and wallet in a chair, but puts her laptop in record mode and records someone taking money. So she confronts the person, and they get on administrative leave. However, she gets in hot water too because you're not allowed to record someone in a private quarter like a teacher's lounge. It'd be different if it was like on a park bench, but German laws are very strict about privacy laws. So Carla is now in the hot seat too. But of course, the person that she is sort of accused of theft also has a young son that she teaches, and he starts fomenting a sort of revolution against the teachers not participating in class. So Carla finds herself assaulted on all sides from other teachers that want to needle her over the video. Her boss is kind of supportive, but the other teachers, the students, everyone's sort of after her, and she's trying to do her best to become, be fair and try not to alienate any of the students, but also be a good example. But it just puts everyone in a very icky and sticky situation. And I really liked the movie. It almost feels like a visual and anxiety assault on the senses. You really feel Carla just basically being sort of pushed and a lot of pressure put on her. There's a scene where she asks her class to scream out loud so she can scream with them. But the problem is this movie doesn't really have a resolution. It introduces all of these elements, all of the situations, and it sort of opens the question of even with the best intentions, you can sort of ruin everything, and things are sort of pushed to their limit, and then the movie just sort of abruptly ends and you don't really get a finite resolution or anything. It's sort of up in the air, probably for months until the official investigation. But I didn't like how the movie just didn't really have a thorough line. It introduced all these interesting questions, all these moral dilemmas, all these characters, all these aspects. There's a great subplot going on with student paper trying to basically character assassinate her. And then of course there's also the accusing and the lawsuits and everything. So the movie does introduce all these great elements, but doesn't go all the way home with them. So the Teacher's Lounge does have some great performances and some riveting set pieces, and definitely a nice anxiety fueled sort of mood, but it doesn't have a good resolution. So I give the Teacher's Lounge a 6 out of 10.